what is clairsentience more precisely? Hello, and welcome to Titanium Talos Tarot, and today I will be doing another insight. Like I said, I will go a little deeper into clairsentience and describing that specifically. It's my birthday in 2 weeks, and if you'd like a reading from me that I will be giving for $1, please put your name and email in the box below, and I will contact you shortly. Alright? I don't know if you noticed, but I have a different tableau today. I finally got the strength card that I was talking about. I think I mentioned it last year, that I had bought it and that it was coming and whatnot. Now it's here. It's amazing. I love it. It's the strength card, which is the card of Leo. And the reason why I bought the strength card is because I'm Leo rising, so people generally see that. What do I mean? Okay, so when you are looking at your chart, the 3 most important placements you want to look at in your chart are your sun, moon, and your rising, and your rising planets, okay, or signs. So your sun sign is the basis of all of your personality. Okay, I'm a Libra rising, so that means I'm fair, I'm just, and if things don't feel right to me, I'll get vexed. Okay, then there's my moon, which is how I deal with emotions, and my moon is Scorpio, so I feel emotions deeply because Scorpio is a water sign, right? Water sign, Scorpio, that feels emotions deeply. Now, my rising, which is what the world sees around me, what I project, what I show of myself, is what the world sees and what they think I am, which is the rising. And my rising is Leo, hence the strength card, hence the I don't know if boisterous is the right word, but the dramatic, the theatrical side to what I show and what you guys see, okay? So now with that to the side, today we're talking, like I said, we're talking more about more specifically about clairsentience. Alright, so more specifically, okay, in clairsentience, what it is that you feel emotional sensations. So, like, for example, you're more empathic, or I prefer the word empathic, which means you pick up on other people's emotions. Okay. Now, the difference between sympathetic and empathetic, okay, is that when you're sympathetic, you actually go into the emotion with the person, you start feeling what they're going through, so you take on their physiology, you take on their state of mind, and all that, but you can't help them by being sympathetic to them, because you then mimic them. But in order to help someone who is in a specific situation, you need to be separate from them in order to get them out of the feeling. Now, of course, I have to preface that by saying that you only need to be in an empathetic state and not a sympathetic state when the person is feeling low, and when they feel like the end of the world is upon them, and oh my god, shit's gonna hit the fan, they don't know how to get out of this situation, and then they start feeling emotional, they don't think clearly, and they kind of dig themselves into a rut. So if you want to get them out of that situation, you need to be able to distance yourself from what they're feeling, so that you can clearly think and be like, okay, so this is what I suggest, and this is how we're going to get you out of this hole you found yourself in, right? So, so it's empathic. When you are able to feel what other people feel, that's empathic. When it's sympathetic, you put yourself in the same state of mind and the same physiology and all of that, and you're like, that really won't help anyone. You need to be, you need to be empathetic, not sympathetic. So that's what I mean. You need to be empathetic. Avoid sympathy, go for empathy. You understand what they're going through, but that does not affect you and your life experience. Because for someone who is down in the rut, to get out of that situation, they need to be slightly confronted to get out of a comfortable situation, if that makes sense. So, like I just mentioned, okay, being clairsentient is good, okay? Being able to empathically know what someone is feeling is good, but putting yourself to the point where you are sympathetic and you not only feel what they're feeling or understand what they're feeling, but you also join them in the pity party, or you join them in the woe is me party, that won't actually assist anybody. It will actually dig both of you deeper into the pit of despair, and no one can help you at that point. So it is best, as I mentioned, to be empathetic, to understand what they're going through, to be able to be like, okay, I get it, I see it, I understand it, but this won't really help you. Like, I suggest that if you are feeling in the rut about something, which is okay, it happens, but avoid being like me and avoid allowing yourself a year and a half of dwelling on what went wrong and being in that constant rut of putting yourself back into that hole. I did that myself. I completely own it. I am understanding that I need to go through that to get to this place here. So don't worry, I'm no longer where I was. But so be empathetic, understand what they're going through, understand where they've been, what they're going through, what they are experiencing, but avoid getting yourself in that hole by being sympathetic, because sympathetic will help no one. It'll help no one. It will actually throw you in the same boat as them, and you do not want that. What you want is to be able to distance yourself and still live your life and live it to the fullest and be able to manifest whatever you want, and so that person can see you doing well and be like, hey, what is it that you're doing different that I'm not doing? That is allowing you to reap such reward, because, like, frankly, I've had enough of this hole that I've found myself in. So please help me out of it. That's what you want. You want someone to come to you asking for advice. You don't want to tell them what to do, but let me reiterate. You don't want to tell them what to do because you're not necessarily a coach. But if you want to guide them in the right direction, right? Like, gently usher them in the right way of doing things. The best proof is in the pudding, right? So the best proof is by you showing them that you are, you understand that you went through what they went through, and even if you can even explain to them how you got out of it and what got you out of it, and that you best know how to get out of it so that they don't stay stuck in this crevice that they found themselves in. Okay, I kind of tried to switch up the words. So what will you do next time you find yourself with a person that is a little too emotional? Let me know.